So in this section, we will try to make some modification on this object. So there are two ways we can do that. The first way is to modify this exact cube, or what we can do is select this cube and press delete on your keyboard, delete or X, whatever you press, it goes away. Okay, so now what we can do is go to add and mesh. There are different types of mesh. You can go to cube, and the exact cube comes here. Okay. Now we're not going to do anything with this, as you have already learned how to move it, how to resize it, how to rotate it. We're not going to go into that thing. But when you add something, any kind of mesh, you're going to see down here on this bottom left, you're going to see some option. If you click here, there are a lot of settings: location, rotation, align, size. So we're not going to do anything with that. We're not going to rotate, or we're not going to change the location, not going to resize or anything. So just click, just select here, select the cube, and we'll go to edit mode. So in this section, we'll focus on editing this particular cube on edit mode. So once you go to edit mode, you can see a lot of tools here, but we're not gonna use them right now. By the way, if you want to switch between edit mode and object mode, you can press a tab key on your keyboard. Tab, okay? That's the shortcut key. Or you can just go here and choose edit mode or object mode. Okay, so because we selected this cube before switching to edit mode, everything is selected. As you can see, the orange lines and dots, that shows that this cube is selected. Okay. If it's not, usually it should be selected to go to edit mode. But in case you clicked somewhere outside and the selection is gone, you can press A. That means select all. So you're gonna select everything here. In object mode, if you do A, select all, it's not gonna work, because this will select everything, like camera, light, everything. Okay. But in edit mode, if you select all, it's gonna select just the object. That's the difference. So you should go to edit mode and do the thing. Okay, now we have selected this. What we can do is, there is something called I forgot the name. Let me see. Let's go to loop cuts. Okay. For that, you're gonna press Control and R. Okay. Once you press Control R, if you hover your mouse over here, do not click right now, just hover, you're gonna see this kind of line appears. If you go down, you'll see horizontal line, okay, vertical and horizontal. So depending on what kind of line you want, okay, you just position your mouse like this. For now, I need this vertical line. So when you scroll up with your scroll wheel, you will see that it will increase the number of that line. okay, the loop cut, and scroll once again. There are 3. Scroll once again. 4. Okay. Once you have 4 loop cuts, click, and then again click. Okay. So now we have like partition created in this object. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 partition in one side. Since we created this just right now, these are all selected by default. Okay, you can just click outside and it's gone. Okay, again, I want to create loop cuts. Control R, this time horizontal line. Scroll up. When it's 4, when the number of the lines or loop cuts is 4, click and then again click. Click outside. Okay, now you can see that you have this kind of partition. Again, this side you can do the same thing. Control R, scroll up, 4, double click. Okay, now all the parts are equally divided. Okay, now I'm gonna give you some information about these divisions, these partitions. Okay, up here you can see this one is active. This is select mode, and this one is vertex selection mode. Okay, this is edge selection mode. This is face selection mode. So right now I'm on vertex selection mode. That means these dots, these points can be selected. Okay, these are called vertices. Vertex is single, vertices are plural. So let's see, if you select one of the vertices, and as you know, G is for moving. If you press G, you'll be able to move this vertex, and if you click, now it is set. Now you have moved this vertex. Similarly, you can go to edge selection mode, click one of the edges, so this line is selected. Press G and you can move the edge. Similarly, this is face selection mode. So face, when you click on face, this whole thing, the square, is selected. If you press G and move, it moves like this. Okay, so now you can now you know that these 3 different selection modes work in different ways. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a simple shape or object, okay, with this cube. I'm gonna select I'm gonna have this face selection mode on and select this face, and then holding the shift key I'm gonna select this. Okay, I'm gonna do this randomly. I'm not following any rule. Basically I'm trying to make dice, okay, but I'm not sure which numbers are on which side, so I'm just randomly making them, selecting them. For this face, I'm going to select 2 for number 2. This one may be number 5. So hold this shift key and select these 5 faces. Since I'm holding the shift key, these 2 are still selected. If you do not hold shift key, the selection is gonna disappear. And maybe this side 3. Hold shift key and select these 3. Maybe okay, this one maybe 4. Okay, and this side maybe 6. Mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this side maybe 1. Okay, I've selected everything I need to. So these faces are selected. I'm going to show one thing which I want to teach you in another section, but that is needed right now. So I'm going to show you here. Down here you have these tools, and one of them is material properties. If you go to material properties, right now you don't have anything. So basically by default you can click on this new button. If there's no new button, first you have to click on this plus and then new. Okay, click on new. Just wait. Okay, so by default there is a material created and the base color is white. Okay, so I'll keep it white, or maybe like kind of grayish. No, white is okay. And then I'm gonna create another material. Click plus and then new. Okay, so this will be material 2. We can actually rename these materials. Double click and then I will say the cube. Okay, cube, and material 2 I'll say number. So having the number material selected, right now it's white. Okay, having this selected, I'm gonna click on assign. So what it does is these materials are, this material number is assigned on the selected faces. So I have selected these faces, these orange color on, those are selected ones. So I'm gonna click assign. Now these selected faces have this material, which is called number. To make sure, I'm going to click again, assign. Okay. Okay, after that, we're done for a while. What I'm going to do is, having these faces selected, I'm going to go to face and extrude faces. Actually, extrude individual faces. What it does is extrude. Okay, I'm going to show you how extrude works. Extrude is if this is like it's going backwards, and if you drag, it's coming forward like this. Okay, so extrude is like you are adding extra vertices or extra faces to an object with faces or vertices. I mean, you have already vertices, but by pressing by clicking extrude, you add more vertices, and you can uh, expand or extend the shape of the object. Okay. Okay, so but we're not going to do like that. So what I'm going to do is okay, let me see if it worked. Okay. Uh, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go to face and extrude individual faces. So the difference between extrude faces and extrude individual faces is that when you select multiple faces, you have to use individual faces, extrude individual faces. But if you click select only one face, then you can just do this extrude face. If you do extrude face right now, it's gonna like, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be weird, you know. So this is not what we want. So that's why we're going to select extrude individual faces, and we're not going to move this. We're not going to extrude it, actually extrude. We're just going to select extrude faces individually and just press enter. So what it does is, technically the faces are extruded, but since I just pressed enter and nothing else, they're not going anywhere. They're not expanding or contracting. They're not moving on any direction. Okay, but still, new face or new vertices are created already. So after that, there is something called inset. That means inset is gonna pull or push the vertices uh, inward. Okay, I'm not able to explain that in words, but I'm gonna go face and inset faces. The shortcut key is I. Okay. After that, you just need to move your mouse a little bit, slowly, slowly. Okay. So this is called inset. We're gonna make the faces smaller. Okay. Pull towards the center. Okay. We're not gonna go too much, just a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's all. And after that, we're gonna go to face again and choose poke faces. Okay, so poke faces adds this lines, edges, making the shape, you know, meet at a center. Before this, we didn't have like center, something that shows the center of the small little squares, but we have now. So when you click poke faces, you got this. You'll see this option coming. This is 0 meter right now. If you uh, drag, okay, if you click on mouse and drag, you will see that this is coming out. And if you drag on the other side, it's gonna go inside. Okay. So 0, it doesn't do anything. It remains on the same place, same location. You can press on this 0 meter, okay, on this text and drag all alternatively. You can just click on this left and right arrows. So if you click on left, it's gonna go inside. If you press the right one, it's gonna come out. We want this to go inside. Okay. Just one more, maybe, or two. Okay. I think this is enough. Just one more. Okay. This is all done for now. And then I'll click out. Okay. So we have this thing with number of little squares. If you go to object mode, so it looks like this. Okay. Okay, so in this section, I think I'm done with making some modification on this object, on this cube. In next section, I will talk about adding some modifier and adding some materials to this object.